This is the Nike Mercurial Dream Speed 3, which is yet another signature colorway for one of the best players of all time and his team of up-and-coming world beaters. One of those players is Kylian Mbappe, and I guess it was about time that he got another pair of signature boots, because it's been a while since last time, like a month or so. So yeah, I'm totally being sarcastic, but I mean, it is what it is. And with that said, the boots are pretty cool. So today I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know about the details and the story behind the new Mercurial Dream Speed 3. And also, I'm gonna take the boots on the pitch so you can see if they look cool enough in action for you to actually want a pair. And if you do, remember that you can also buy them right now via the link to Unisport.com in the pop-up right up there. Now, before we get into the story behind this bad boy itself, let me just take you through the Dream Speed concept overall, because it's something Nike started a year ago in September 2019 with this blue fella here, the Mercurial Dream Speed 001, which was inspired by some of the fastest players on the planet, and Kylian Mbappe allegedly running 44.7 kilometers an hour, although he probably never did, because that's really fast. But he was running really fast, and that was the whole point. And it was worn by CR7, Mbappe himself, and Sam Kerr. And the same players actually also wore the Lightspeed-inspired Mercurial Dream Speed 2. But now with the third edition, Nike have changed the Mercurial Dream Speed team a little bit, and they've made it bigger. And the Dream Speed boots are special because the concept is more than just a signature boot made for one player. Instead, they're actually using CR7's story and all his success to inspire the next generation of world-class players into kind of replicating at least some of his success. It's time to pass on the baton, so to speak, and in Nike's eyes, it's time for the young players to step up. It's their time to shine and to step into Ronaldo's shoes. Apparently, of course, figuratively, but also literally, because apart from Big Boss CR7, of course, wearing these, we're also gonna see Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe, Ansu Fati, Bruno Fernandes, Vinicius Jr, Sam Kerr, and Ada Hegerberg wearing these, just to name a few. So it's the Dream Team, but they're fast. So the Dream Speed Team, I guess? But Mercurial Dream Speed 3. The story behind these boots is based on making dreams become reality and takes inspiration also from CR7's own way of achieving all his goals and his dreams. Of course, there's the design. CR7 has previously said that he thinks white boots are the best looking, so check. And then of course there's also the safari print. See, the thing is that it's a bit of a nod back in time to back when CR7 became so successful that Nike eventually gave him his own signature boot with the iconic safari print all over it, and it actually ended up becoming so popular and so synonymous with CR7 that they actually went and made a tribute remake boot of that colorway earlier in 2020. So if you want to make a boot highlighting Ronaldo's journey to success, you gotta have safari print, and it's there, and it's glorious. The same thing also goes for the chevrons on the boots, and there are quite a few, because we actually also saw some chevrons on the Safari Superfly 2s back in 2011. And yeah, there's chevrons all over on the Mercurial Dream Speed 3. We have the Safari chevrons, the more solid chevrons here, and we actually also have some colored chevrons all over the boot. There are some purple ones, some gold ones, and some teal ones, and I don't know if it's the case at all, but you could maybe find a story in there somewhere as a reference to the teal away kit Portugal had in 2016, where Ronaldo got the goal alongside his teammates. Maybe. And now that I'm reaching a little bit, you could also argue that the solid chevrons here looked a bit like tire tracks, which maybe, just maybe, is a reference to that commercial Ronaldo did with the Bugatti Veyron back in 2008 with the Vapor 4. Again, it's probably not, but if it was, it's a pretty good story about taking the first steps into making a name for yourself. It could also just be cool looking shapes. I'll let you guys decide. But there are more details on the boot, and for once I'm actually pretty sure I know the story behind them. See, the webbing here is actually not a reference, some may think, to the Sancho Source boots that also had the same pattern, but instead it's a reference to all the goal nets that Cristiano has hit in his career.
They'll back away from him again and he shoots. Oh, he's got it! Amazing! It is absolutely magnificent! And then Ronaldo! What a goal by Cristiano Ronaldo! Long way out. What a goal!
Cool story, bro. And then there's also this other webbing style with the dots, which is in fact a reference to all the formations that Ronaldo has played in his club and his national team career. So in other words, the Mercurial Dream Speed 3s are full to the brim with cool little details. It's a bit confusing at times, but the most important thing is that I reckon they look really cool. And what I also like is the fact that they removed this big Superfly 5 toe swoosh that is normally Ronaldo's favorite. But the fact that they have the side swoosh now also means that it's perhaps a bit more everyone's boot and not just Ronaldo's. And I think that's pretty cool. Other than that, guys, this is the Superfly 7 and the Vapor 13 as we know them from a tech perspective, apart from the fact that, okay, the Nike swooshes are a bit stiffer on each side, but I don't think too many people are really gonna care. What I think people will care about, though, is the fact that we can get these both as FG and as AG Pro versions, which means that we're not just stuck with FG boots like it was the case on the Safari Vapor 13s, or the Berry Mbappe boots, which really sucked. That's not the case here. So happy days for everyone, and actually I really like what they've done with the MDS 003. I think it's the best looking Mercurial Dream Speed yet, by far actually. They just look really cool. I think my only gripe is the timing coming so soon after the Berry Mbappe boots. That's just odd. But it's a cool boot, and that's all that matters. What also matters is actually that you can buy these from unisportstore.com right now if you click the link right over there. But before you go and do that, tell me what you think of the new boots in the comment section right down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel with the notifications on to get new videos on all the latest boots the second they drop. And with that said, guys, I'll be signing off. Cheerio.